Hey guys, it's Isabel here, and I'm back with another video this week. However, this conversation that I'm about to have is kind of on the downside, but I don't know if you guys know, but Justin actually just canceled the rest of his Purpose Tour leg, and there is a lot of talk about this, a lot of people having their opinions, a lot of people saying things that they think is true and other people saying it's not. And I just wanted to, just talk about it because this kid, I've been there from the start, like from the very start. I remember when I saw With You was the first video I ever saw of him. And then I remember he started blowing up and like he came to a water park that was like 15 minutes away from me, and I was like, what? Like my radio station announced that like he was coming to our water park. It's called Splashdown. You can look it up. And like I was just like, Justin Bieber is not coming here. Like that's crazy. But like it was actually true. So I was like, oh my god, like this was a free event. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just go. So I went and got a couple of my friends, and it was just a rope, and he had 4 songs out. I think he did Bigger, One Time, One Less Lonely Girl, and Never Let You Go. And then he just left, and like there were so many girls out there, and we were all screaming for him in the rain, and it was just so crazy. Like I've been there hardcore since day one. Like I'm known as the girl from here, from New York, who is the biggest Justin Bieber fan in the world, or at least in New York. And like, everyone in my entire high school knows that, like, I'm obsessed with him. I love him. So it's literally all my teachers know. Like, it's not a secret at all. So that's where I kind of stand on things with him. But I also feel like there are a lot of things that he has done that I really do not appreciate and do not accept even to this day. Like, I think people think that his fans are always going to support everything that he does. And that's not a lie, because there are people out there who are so far up his ass that like they don't even realize that like what he's doing is wrong, and they're just accepting it because they love him. But like I think some fans don't realize, and some haters don't realize, that there are fans here who have common sense and are there to say, look, this is not right, but he can change. And I'm not going to hate somebody for making a mistake when I myself am a human being and I make mistakes, and I would hope the same for somebody else. Like, when I make mistakes, I hope that my parents still love me, and I hope my friends still love me and accept me for what I am. But I have to own up to my mistakes, and he has owned up to all of them. But it's like people, I feel like with him, it's like, you can't win. Like, people still to this day are saying that he spit on fans. Like, I'm not even gonna get into that because that's a whole nother story. But, so basically people are saying that, like, he's an asshole because, there are only 14 shows left, and there's fans that are spending millions and thousands of dollars, and he just let them down, and he's riding his bike around and doing all this stuff. But I have a lot to say about that. I think people really contradict themselves when they talk about celebrities and celebrities' lives. And this kid has done 150 shows. And I need you all to realize that, like, this kid is doing the same show 500 times. Over and over and over again. Purpose came out in 2015. That was, like, what, 3 years ago? He's been singing 3-year-old songs 150 times. Over and over and over again. And another thing is, people don't realize that when you're a performer, you have to perform each show better than your last. Because each show is a different audience, and it's someone's first time seeing you. And you have to own up to that, and you have to be on point with your dance moves, your singing, your everything. And it's a lot of pressure. And people are just like, you know what? He's such a dick because he's just leaving all his fans out there who paid millions of dollars and who are counting on him and support him, and he's just leaving them and he doesn't care about them. But no human being can do that many shows and that much hard work every single day without being physically exhausted. And another thing I find funny is the fact that a lot of these haters are the same people who are working like 5-hour shifts and they're just taking the day off for a personal day because they need time to like relax and breathe. Is that not what he's doing? Like, why is that okay for you? You're working a 5-hour shift and he's ongoing all day. Like, his life is always going. There's no break. Even if he's not doing an interview, even if he's not performing, it's like he's walking, going to the grocery store, and he has 500 girls running after him, asking him for this, asking him for that. And if he doesn't want to do it, then he's a dick, and he doesn't deserve this, he doesn't deserve that. Oh, I'm not buying your album, I'm not buying your song, you're a horrible person. Why can't you pose like this with me? Why can't you do this with me? Like, why are you like this? Like, that's literally what happens. And I've seen video proof. And these girls have waited all this time to see the person that they love. And they're like, well, why can't you kiss me on the cheek? Why can't you hug me? Why can't you put your arms like this around me? People get so descriptive, you wonder why he canceled his meet and greet. And I just think it's just like, why is it okay for us to have personal days, to regain everything and regain our energy, but it's not okay for him? He's a human being. Like, he might be a millionaire, but just because you have money doesn't take away the fact that you are a human being. And I think people just think like he's a robot, but the kid has feelings. And I don't know about Scooter. I'm not going to say much about him because I think he's low-key sketchy. But I just feel like this shouldn't have been as long as it was. And for all the people who are just like, well, it shouldn't be as long as it was, and he should have known that going in, I don't think that the length of a tour is up to the artist. I think they just do the shows. You know, that's what you have all these managers and all these other people in your team to do. Like, that's someone else's job. That is not the artist's job. You kind of just have to do it. And I saw something else. I saw a girl on Twitter, and she tweeted, oh, well, Justin shouldn't have gone on tour then if he wasn't, if he wasn't ready for this. And if he was just going to do this and opt out of it, he shouldn't have gone on tour. But that's like a lose-lose thing. Like, how are you going to hate on him and say that he shouldn't have gone on tour? When if he didn't go on tour, you guys would be pissed at him and accusing him of not caring about his fans because he doesn't want to see his fans. But he is on tour, and he did, 18 months of tour? 18 months of shows for fans. And did a Make-A-Wish at every single show with no cameras, just him and the patient, and gave them their wish of their dream. And people are just saying, oh, he shouldn't have gone on tour then. Maybe tour is not for him. But like, if he didn't go on tour, you'd be complaining because he doesn't go and see his fans. You would say, oh, he doesn't love his fans. He doesn't like his fans. Like, it's just so... I get very defensive when it comes to him because I've been there from the start, and I've seen him, and I know how he actually is, and I see how other people perceive it, and I understand that he has done a lot of things that were not the best, but that doesn't define him. I think a lot of us have made mistakes, but you would hope that it doesn't define you, right? I mean, I have made mistakes. I have done some stupid things. But, like, people forget how young he is. Like, what human being does not make mistakes? Like, some are stupid mistakes. But don't sit there and act like you're the perfect person. You're the perfect human being. And you don't make any mistakes and you don't do anything wrong. And if you were in his position, you would have your money right and you would be doing everything well. And you would never get tired and you would never be physically exhausted and you would just be fine because you are a robot. Do not act like that. It's so easy for us to talk about someone else's life and what they should be doing until you're in their shoes and realize this pressure that is on the kid. Literally, the news came out, everyone is bringing their opinions here, and everyone feels entitled to say something. And I just think that people need to be more sensitive to celebrities. And it's not even just him, touring is hard. Like, it looks fun, but like there's so much that goes into it. And if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again for 150 times in a row, like, you can only imagine how exhausting that is. There was something else I wanted to bring up, but I don't even remember what it was. But I just wish that people would just lay off on him and just let the kid breathe. Like, if he needs his time, let him. Like, this is not the last tour. And I get it. Some people have spent so much money to finally see him because they're feeling down and he makes them happy. But, like, you can be upset, but don't be upset with him. Like, I've seen videos of girls crying because they're sad because they're in a bad spot, but seeing him was going to make them feel better. So they're sad that it happened, but they're not pissed at him. And I think that's the way that you should be taking things. That's the mature way. Instead of just sending him death threats and saying that you hate him and he's a horrible person. Like, his mental health comes first, and people need to understand that. Celebrities are not robots. They are normal human beings who just get a bigger check than us. And I think more people need to realize that. And I just wish people were more sensitive to the situation. But I saw that John Mayer actually said something, and I really appreciated what he said. And he worded it very well, and a lot of people were actually agreeing with him. And it's good to see other people in the light standing up for him, because most people are just going against him. It's Justin Bieber, oh my god, he must have did this, he must have did this. And people just believe things. Like, everything that TMZ says about him, a hater comments on it, and they automatically believe it because they don't like him, so they don't feel the need to read about the article and read to see if it's true or not. Like, they don't need to connect the dots. And I don't know. I just think it's crazy. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. I just think this is crazy, and I wish people were more sensitive towards his feelings. I really do. I'm not validating the stuff that he's done. I think he's done a lot of things that I do not agree with at all. But I don't think that that defines him as a human being. I think he's still a human being, and we all make mistakes, and it's just wrong for all of us to act like we're robots and we're the perfect people when we all make mistakes every single day. And we're growing, and so is he. And maybe next time they will all figure out a way to make it better. Maybe they'll only go on tour for a couple months. I don't know, but I just think that people should be sending their love and support instead of hating on people. Because the people who are hating on him are the same people who are trying to be woke about bullying, when I guess it's not bullying because you're bullying an artist, which that doesn't make any sense. But please let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I think I said everything that I needed to say, but I want you guys to let me know what you guys think, and hit the subscribe button, please, please, please. If you like when I rant about things, just let me know, and I would love to do more rants. I also just did a new video, so make sure to check that out too. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, subscribe, and check out my other videos. Thank you so much. Peace.